Hello and welcome to Art with Mr. P. This week we're painting. This week we're interested in colour mixing and how light behaves. Sometimes when we look at science, we also look at how colours mix and how light behaves. So today you're getting two lessons in one. We're doing art and science. Now what I'm going to ask you to do is to paint atmosphere. So I'm going to ask you to paint a landscape, but the biggest part of the landscape is going to be the sky. You're going to need paints, any paints you have will work. Anyway, enough from me. Let's be creative, let's have fun. Okay, I'm going to start by putting in the horizon. We're looking for atmosphere here, so we're going to keep the paint very watery. Yeah? But anyway, there's the horizon. I'd like you to draw one of these. So we're looking for a semicircle, especially you can draw around a plate if you need to. And then draw another one inside. Now, as I carefully go around here, what I'm trying to do is keep the same distance away from the semicircle that I've already drawn. Now, there are no prizes for guessing what I'm drawing. And it's not the SECC. How many of these do I need to do? Let's have a look. Red, orange. There we go again. I think 2 more. Okay, so I'm going to put that in. And 1 more. Then we could put some bushes in maybe. Something like that. And some more bushes in here. Right, now we're going to do a little bit of wax resist. So I'm starting off using my oil crayons or wax crayons or oil pastels. And we're starting from the outside of the rainbow. So we're going to start with red. So here they are. Red, let's find a nice red. So I'm going to fill in this first bit with red. So I'm going around like that. See, rainbows are peculiar things because the temptation is to make them look solid, but actually they're just light and they're pitched just to be hanging in the sky, don't they? Orange next. Here's an orange. It goes. Now, what I really like about doing a rainbow, apart from how they've become so popular, is they really show that how you can mix colours, yeah? So if I mix the yellow and red using paint, I get orange. Yeah? There I go. Got to press quite hard. I think I might go over these again. Pressing quite hard. Pressing quite hard here. And the red again. Now what's next? Let's think. It's this one. Round I go. Trying very hard not to go on the other colour, because it doesn't, even though that happens, it doesn't look like it. Now I'm looking for a bright blue. You have to get these colours in the right order, otherwise it's not a rainbow. Okay, there's a bright blue. And last of all, I need a kind of violet colour. So that'll do just fine. Okay, so we've put those in there like that. Now, the atmosphere, the sky bit, yeah. I've got my paints ready. I've got plenty of white and some black and some blue. I've started to mix them up already because I can't resist it. But I don't want the paint to be too thick, so I'm going for really quite wishy-washy here. Okay, and I'm going to go across here like this. And when I go into the rainbow, don't press too hard. Now, I want the top of the sky to be darker than the bottom because that's how makes it dramatic, but that's actually, if you look at the sky without clouds in it, you may notice that the top tends to be darker. It's a bit intenser, and I always think in my mind a way to remember that is that the sky above you, in a sense, is closer than the sky that you're looking at, say 50 miles away. Okay, so there we have the sky coming in nicely. Now, of course, sky rainbows are so enormous that we have sky under it too. Okay, get some white in here. And I'm going to use a paper towel. I'm going to scrunch up this paper towel. And I'm just going to blob on here a bit, just to help give it a little bit of texture. Okay, now see how I've painted onto the rainbow bit? You can wipe that off a little bit carefully here. If you need to come back with a pastel, do you? If you think this red's been a bit knackered and the paint come back. Okay. And on the ground, we're just going to go for dark. So I'm going to get some colours coming out here. And I'm going to put the bushes in. And I'm going to put the ground in. Now you'll notice I'm doing this quite a lot thicker. Well, that's because the ground's solid, isn't it? Yeah. And I'm moving the brush backwards and forwards across the ground so it looks smooth. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I think I'm going to wipe here a bit. But I'm going to give the ground some texture, so I'm going to go over that with my paper towel. I don't want the ground to be too wishy-washy. It's the sky that's wishy-washy. I'm going over the paper towel again. I want the ground to look a bit rougher, yeah. Got a bit more texture about it like that. Okay, and there we have our wax resist a rainbow. So, today we've been painting, we've looked at colour mixing, we've looked at making tints, which is a colour with white added to it. We've made connections with science in the curriculum, and hopefully we've had some fun. Now, next week we're going to be collaging, revisit collage. You're going to need some materials, maybe some old magazines, wrapping paper, just like the collage we did before. Anyway, enough from me. I'll see you then.